I literally forgot what's in these boxes. I know, that's bad. Oof. Hey everyone, welcome back to Outside the Box, the series of videos where I now try to catch up on all the stuff that I bought last year. Yeah, it's gotten a little bit ridiculous, especially if there's something wrong with these figures. Probably SOL if I need to do an exchange. So let's change that, shall we? I am literally recording this right after the premiere of our Legacy drag strip, which again, I couldn't be happier with how it turned out. Hope y'all got a chance to check out the video. If you haven't, feel free to do so. But I'm already thinking about what's coming next with Wild Rider. I've already ordered some extra pieces, and by the time this releases, I should have already hopefully started on it. I don't know. Anywho, we have a nice bag here from our friends at Amazon. It's probably not a good sign when you get a figure in a bag, right? It looks like it's in one piece. I don't know if you can see this, but it's a Transformer. Spoilers? Whoa, what the hell is this? Whoa, what is this? Excuse me? Oh. Wait. When did I buy this? Vallejo plastic putty. I think somebody was speaking highly about Vallejo's brand of plastic putty. Wow, yeah, totally forgot. But I always like trying out new tools. You never know what you're gonna like, right? Ooh, it has a really nice applicator, it looks like. That's really nice. Wow, that's really nice. That's for some precision application right there. An applicator like that can really come in handy. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know if I can recommend it or not. Stay tuned for that. Okay, cool. I'm glad I opened this bag up. Anything else in here? Oh, some tape for a return in case I need to. Thanks, Amazon. I'll actually save the tape. This is a Yolo Park Transformers model kit. Who's in here though? Is it Optimus or Megatron? I really hope they're not blind boxes. Oh, is it an entire set? Oh yeah, 6 characters included. Wow. I forgot I ordered this. Oh man. We all remember how my Blockies blind box opening turned out. Sadly, we never got an Optimus Prime. We got 2 Megatrons. I was never really able to resolve that. I still have that extra Megatron in the box, which kind of ruined the experience just a little bit for me. I've been hesitant to buy any more series of the Blockies. I don't think I will at this point. I don't feel like paying the price to just purchase an Optimus Prime Blockie by itself. I don't know, but this actually comes in the box with all of the figures already advertised, so I don't think there's any question that we're gonna get one of each here. Let's open this up. Are these model kits though? I don't even know. I think they are model kits, right? Ooh. Okay, we do get some bags in here. Oh man, yeah, we get bags. Looks like a bag for each character. Okay, here's a very good sign. You get an instruction sheet, but it shows you how to build each of the 6 characters. So again, it's letting us know, yeah, you're getting everything here. No worries there. They're not chibified version like Blockies are. They're just miniature Transformers. I don't know how I feel about them always making Grimlock in his Dino mode. I know that's like his more known mode, especially after the animated movie. That's fine. Oh man. This is already turning into a whole thing, right? All right, bag number 1. Whoa, okay. We get a little Soundwave here. These definitely look a little bit more simplistic than the Blockies, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. They're much more true to the G1 look, which is simple, right? Do I even need the instructions for this? Yeah, let me not risk this. I mean, how could you mess this up? You connect the torso to the crotch section, to the legs, to the arms, to the head. Let's just kind of figure this out here. Literally just basic, simple ball joints here. Oh wait, I'm already messing this up. This is the front. That's the front. Satisfying click. We have knee joints, that's good. They're not ratcheted, which is fine. Oh, baby, look at that. Okay. Are the feet universal though? I think they are. Yeah, there isn't like a left foot or a right foot. Ugh. I would say that these ball joints, especially for the feet, seem to be extremely tight. Okay, the shoulders are different. There's definitely a right shoulder and a left shoulder that just connects to the bicep. There we go, just like that. You have a couple of different hand options, that's good. Oh, it's got the Optimus Prime pointing hand. The head sculpt, it seems decent enough. Again, not a heck of a lot of detail on here. Just what's needed. No? I thought it was a ratchet. It's just squeaky plastic. Oh, wow, okay. They're definitely a little bit bigger than the Blockies, but take a look at that. Overall, it looks pretty good. It's definitely missing a little bit of paint. We need some red paint here for the forearms. So it doesn't have that. That's about the biggest thing missing though. The weapon, sadly, it's supposed to look cylindrical for G1, and it is, but it's got quite a bit of hollowness to it. I mean, you would think this is like a mainline figure or something, right? And of course, missing the silver for the front bit of the weapon there too. So that's a little bit lacking. Also, the shoulder mounted weapon, a little bit shorter than I would have liked myself, but overall not terrible. Again, looks like it's just missing some paint there in the front. There's no chest opening mechanic for this, which is fine. Yeah, these joints though, pretty tight. Not a bad figure overall though. I never got a Soundwave blockies. I can definitely say that the joints on the blockies feel a lot better than they do on these Yolo Park ones. These are very stiff, to the point where I would be afraid of the ball joint just kind of snapping off. I'm sure that with continued use, they'll probably loosen up a little bit, but it's not too bad. I dig it. I dig it. I don't remember what I paid for this thing though. I gotta go back and check. Let's crack another one open. Do I need the scissors? No. Okay. Here we have a Megatron. Oh, I like the design of the chest. Look at the torso section. How the ab section is really popping out there. That's nice. I like that. Many times with like a silver colored plastic though, you get a lot of the mold lines really being noticeable on here. It's something that I don't think can really be helped. What's funny enough is even when you spray paint over these, sometimes those molded lines can come through, which kind of sucks. I don't know if I would go through and paint these though. I don't know. Whoa. Very nice fusion cannon on this guy. Okay, there's some design elements that I do like on this guy over the Blockies version. And again, Blockies was doing something a little bit different. So check this guy out. Take a look at that. That is an awesome Megatron. Very good design. And I do appreciate he actually has Megatron feet, not Optimus Prime feet masquerading here. No, they took the time to mold actual dedicated feet, so that's awesome. And an extra little detail here, he's got the side hip skirts that are actually articulated. That is freaking cool. I love that. The Blockies version definitely didn't have that, so it was a little bit more simplified in that regard. Oh man, but this one looks that much more better for having that. Good stuff. Now, a major negative point on this, if you take a look closely, I don't know if it's gonna come up on camera, but the paint, the red paint for the eyes is super way off, especially this eye right here. The red paint is hardly even touching the eyeball itself. Oh man, that's such a failure. That is so bad, wow. I mean, it would definitely give me motivation to repaint this guy, but it sucks for those who would get them that aren't customizers like many of us here. It almost ruins it, to be honest with you. Oh, super unfortunate. But apart from that, I really do like the mold, the design overall of the figure. It's good. And the joints, thankfully, aren't as tight as they are on Soundwave too. A little bit more manageable on this guy. All right. Let's see what else we have. Oh, okay. We got ourselves an actual Optimus Prime here. Sadly not a Blockies version, but that's okay. Once again, very nice torso design here for these guys. Some nice silver paint on him and some nice light blue for the windshield. Good stuff there. No yellow paint for the little headlights on top of the chest, but that's fine. They hardly ever get that, right? Anywho, let's get this guy together. Some actual Optimus feet for an Optimus figure. Boom! Very nice ion blaster here. Love that design. And of course, we'll actually be using the pointing hand on this guy. If you should use it on anybody, it should be Optimus, right? Nice. Love that satisfying pop. Oh yeah, okay. Oh man, that is really good. Look at that design for this guy. I'm gonna just readjust the hand. There you go, buddy. That's how you point. Look at that. Awesome stuff. I love this. Again, very G1 Optimus Prime here. You do have the white crotch plate, the white thighs to match the cartoon. Even though they have a bit of a modern design for these front shin sections, they're not painted silver. They're just kept blue, and that's cool. I can appreciate that. Very nice Autobot symbol right on the shoulder there, also matching the look of the cartoon. And thankfully on the eyes, they're very well painted, but I think it's similar to Earthrise Optimus Prime. They obviously have the silver for the faceplate, but they don't get the silver around the eyes. They left the blue. I don't know if that's to be an homage to the G1 toy. I just think they're maybe lazy. So you get the blue around the eyes. I don't know if it's gonna come up on camera here, but at the very least, the blue for the eyes themselves is perfect. Definitely flawless. Good stuff there. Look at that ion blaster. That is perfection right there. Very good stuff. Ironic how it's better than what we actually got for Earthrise, right? All of that's been fixed. That's been fixed. with Studio Series. Thank you very much. And I do have to say, thankfully, that the joints on this guy are near perfect. No trouble at all to get a proper pose. I love it, love it. Who's next? Oh, okay. It's our favorite backstabber here. Nice. There we go. Once again, look at that. Excellent torso piece. Now, we do have the wings attached to it, which means that sadly they're not articulated. What's funny though, we don't have the red stripe here. We don't even have the Decepticon symbol. Ironically enough, they're in the back. What's going on, Yolo Park? It's a nicely designed stripe. It's got some geometric stuff to it, okay. And the Decepticon symbol is upside down. Again, not my preference. I know it's a thing for the Seekers. I'm glad it's there, but why is it only in the back though, Yolo Park? What's up? What's going on with that, huh? Is that another mistake? Huh? Let me check the box here real quick. Okay, so just to show you, I think it's a render what's on the box, but very clearly you can see on the wings, it's got the red stripe on there, and you can even see a little bit of the upside down Decepticon symbol as well. Okay, that's another strike for Yolo Park, but again, the design itself looks really damn good. Let's put them together. Oh wow, okay. He's got some very sharp parts. You gotta be careful with this guy. But here we have Starscream in all of his Starscream glory. Looks good. It looks good. He does have the darker face than the other Seekers, but it's not exactly the color of the helmet. But Yolo Park didn't even paint it, and so it's a little bit darker than what you normally see for Starscream. Should be more of like a gunmetal than the more off black of the helmet itself. I guess it's fine. And also because of that, you can hardly really see the red paint for the eyes. They don't pop at all since they just applied it over the off black plastic. Okay, all right, cool. The chest holes, I would not have expected them to use the little turbine design that we've come to know. Since this is based off the G1 cartoon, they're just blank, but they should have really painted that though. Put some black in there. I do like how the cockpit, even though it goes into the crotch section, it's a separate piece right here to allow for articulation if you can. Oof. The wings getting in the way here make it hard to really get a grip on the waist section. And the fact that it's a little bit of a tight fit doesn't help, but you can twist that waist around. And it does break up the cockpit section, but that's always an issue for the G1 looking Seekers though, right? At least they allow for waist rotation if you want it. He doesn't really have thrusters on the bottom of the feet. They're not rounded, but they do have the panel lines here on the sides to kind of give it a look like that. And of course it's not painted, it's just one piece for the feet itself. Okay, all right. Man, it still sucks so we don't get any paint on the front of the wings though. It makes Starscream look overall a little bit lacking to me. No paint for the wings, no paint for the face. I'm not feeling this guy. No. All right, you'll go right back there. Oh, just 2 Autobots left, right? Big bag, little bag. Let's go with the little bag first. A lot of yellow. What a surprise. Interesting. This is probably the one piece that's a little bit more stylized than the others. I'd say it deviates a little bit than what we see in G1, but that's okay. I like it the way it looks. Not too shabby. Look at that. Look at those chonkers here. Big, nice clonking feet. That is absolutely a VW Beetle. Good stuff. I'm curious to see what the height of this guy is going to be. Is it going to be the same size as the other ones? Will it be a little bit smaller? I think he might be a little bit shorter than the rest, which would be cool. I mean, he's basically wearing platform shoes with those clunkers, right? Okay. Now, I will say though, just a minor detail that I do appreciate is the comparison of the size of the hands. This is, I think, Optimus is right here. And you can see that it's definitely a little bit smaller than the regular hands. So that's a good sign that it's going to be a smaller figure overall. I dig that. We'll just go with the regular fists for this guy. He does have his weapon. That is definitely his G1 weapon. That's good. Look at that. That is awesome. Probably one of the best Bumblebee head sculpts I have seen. The only thing that's really lacking, I wish he would have just a little bit of a smile. It's always weird to see Bumblebee with an absolute straight face. It doesn't seem very Bumblebee-ish. But the sculpt itself is really good. Not too bad. And the weapon, again, super reminiscent of its G1 design. A little bit hollowy though, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. And on the back, the very traditional G1 design. I guess the spare tire section of the Beetle back here. Good stuff. Now let's compare the size. Oh yeah, 100%. It's not to scale by any means, but it's definitely shorter than the BossBot. So that's good. I can get behind that. Okay, good stuff. That's a winner right there. Now, last one. Okay. Oh yeah. Oof. Wow, you could hurt somebody if you throw this. Look at that. Is that supposed to be gold though? Nah. Yolo Park. That's God, what color is that? It's like a very, very dull gold. Maybe like a leaf gold? No, I don't know. I don't know the exact name, but it's definitely not the yellowish kind of bright gold that we see on these G1 figures. But that red that's on the side, very bright, very nice red. I love it. Good stuff. Okay, this is the most different out of all of them, since it's not like a humanoid kind of a figure. It's an actual dinosaur here. Well, not an actual dinosaur, but you know, dinosaur shape. Yes, there. Ow! Woof! That didn't sound good. Oh, okay, I didn't break it. Okay, that sounded better. Okay. This one right here. Oh! What? I don't like that. Okay, there it is. All right. You just got to give it that first little crunchy squeeze. Oh, man. Tail is in 2 pieces. Plug that right in there. It's an 80s T-Rex, so it's going to be dragging the tail, right? Wow, this one has been the most simplest one to put together. Imagine that. Well, that's not a bad looking Grimlock. Well, look at that. I like the overall size of it. It's very hefty. It does have articulation for the mouth and for the head itself. Damn, you can really open up that mouth. There isn't any kind of a peg on the inside though to add a blast effect, but I'm sure you can probably figure something out. That is very nice. That's like Godzilla style right there. It almost closes a little bit too much though. Like you lose the entire bottom jaw when you close the mouth. What the hell? Grimmy, no, dude. You got to close it kind of just right. Like that. And that looks decent, I guess. The ball joints for the arms though, I would say extremely tight. I would be very afraid to move these. I could see these snapping off very easily. Just gotta be careful. Yeah, I'm not even gonna be moving those. And then again, when you insert the legs for the first time, there's like that crunchy snap. Not an actual snap that breaks, but just when it pops in. I didn't like the sound, but they are not stiff. Very good articulation. And also for the knees as well, good stuff. The tail, you can rotate it. You can rotate the tail. That's about it though. That's about it. I think though, I probably would have preferred an actual robot mode for Grimlock. I don't know if that's something that would come in the future. Would I keep getting these Yolo Park minifigures? I don't know. Probably not. I think they're okay. The best thing about them though is probably the mold, the design themselves. The paint job is definitely lacking on these guys though. Probably Megatron and Starscream being the worst. But if maybe you plan on giving them a paint job yourself, I think these could look really awesome. Really awesome. I probably won't be doing that myself. I don't even know if I'm going to keep these, to be honest with you, but they're fine for what they are. They're fine. Yolo Park is definitely not a sponsor today. Or ever now, I guess. Okay, let me open up one more box. I don't know if we'll get to both of those here. I didn't realize we're going to do 6 little minifigures here. Let's see what we have. Hopefully, an actual, honest-to-goodness Transformer that transforms. No and yes. Okay. This is Persona 5 Tactica for the PlayStation 5. Oh, you know what? I think I accidentally ordered a second copy recently because I forgot I had this one. Eesh. Okay, I'm going to leave this one sealed. Put that right over there. I hear it's a good game. Here we have, oh no. Studio Series 8629 Bumblebee from the Transformers animated movie. Yes, I remember ordering this guy, and I'm still torn if I'm gonna end up keeping my Netflix Bumblebee. I do like Bumblebee transforming into an actual Volkswagen Beetle. This is different, right? Holy shit, he's small. Woo, he's tiny. Whoa, okay. Okay, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Is he smaller than Netflix Bumblebee? I'd have to dig him out. We have a little bag of goodies. What does he come with? I'm guessing just a little blaster, right? Any minute now. Any minute now. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a G1 blaster. That is for sure a G1 blaster. Okay, well, we have to do a little bit of a comparison now that we do have this Yolo Park Bumblebee. Wow, the Yolo Park Bumblebee is a little bit taller and a little bit more of a lemony yellow. This one's a bit more subdued here, which I don't mind one bit. I don't mind one bit. I still remember how Masterpiece, the first Masterpiece Bumblebee, I can look at him right here, borderline orange, right? Like a very light orange color. Now, because Studio Series Bumblebee is an actual Transformer, the chest area is not going to be as compact as what it looked like in G1, right? But that chest is really sticking out, man. Really sticking out. Look at that. I don't think it was like that on the Netflix version. The Netflix version, it did cheat a little bit. It had some part forming for the rear of the vehicle, which I'm perfectly okay with. I don't mind that one bit. This one I don't think does that. Many folks consider that a plus. I mean, that's fine. The head sculpt on this guy isn't bad. It's just like the shape of the face is a little bit different from G1. I want to say maybe it's a little bit more comic book reminiscent, almost like an IDW style of a Bumblebee. Who am I getting an impression of? Is it Dan Figueroa, who's a fantastic Transformers artist? I'm getting vibes from him, which again, not a bad thing. He does stuff with the eyes that I really do like. Now, because the Hasbro, it's for ages 8 and up, the horns that we have on the head, they're not really horns, they're more like long stubs. And obviously on the model kit from Yolo Park, because there's plenty of sharp bits, I don't know what the age range is, I'm gonna have to double check it, but they're actual horns. I wish Studio Series Bumblebee had actual horns as well. I think we can sharpen them down though, but if you're gonna do that, you got to be careful, right? Let's see. Oh, so the Yolo Park model kits are also ages 8 and up, so I don't know why they can give us sharp horns and Hasbro can't. That's interesting, okay. I always assumed that was the reason why. Put the weapon on this guy here. It's small, but that's how it is, and it does exactly what it needs to. Very nice looking sculpt for the weapon there. I like the silver on it. It has that extra peg right there on the side. I think it's going to connect to something else in vehicle mode, maybe for storage or maybe to use the weapon in vehicle mode. I don't know, but I can totally see myself just cutting it off for the eventual repaint. It's a very good looking Bumblebee. I want to say that he probably is a little bit shorter than the Netflix version. I'm sure there's already comparison pictures out there. This came out a while ago. I don't know if I would end up making this my main Bumblebee on the shelf or keep the Netflix one. I'd have to really think about it. I may end up just repainting both of them. Maybe keep this one for bot mode and the Netflix version for vehicle mode. I don't know. The figure looks great. It looks really good. I do like how when they revealed the figure, the designers mentioned how they figured out a way to have the Autobot symbol that's normally on the foot not show up in bot mode, because normally you would have a double symbol, one here and then the one of course in the chest. So I do appreciate that. It's obviously going to be farther back on the hood itself, which, by the way, let's go ahead and get this transformed. Let's check out the mini vehicle here. And the weapon, I guess it just pegs to the back. Okay. This is definitely a chibified version of the Beetle, but it's pretty much what we see Bumblebee transform into in the original G1 cartoon show. And it's not too far off from the original toy too. They were kind of an homage to the penny racers, the kind that you would put a coin, like an actual penny in the back of the vehicle, and you would pull back and let it go and it would just kind of do a wheelie or something. I don't know, but it was to imitate those. And that's what this looks like, really. And it's cool. It's perfectly fine. It's just, again, not my personal preference. So I definitely wouldn't display him like this, right? The weapon, again, just pegs into the back of the vehicle. I don't know if he ever actually did that in the show. There's no room in the bottom. That's just kind of where it goes. But then without it, I mean, you get a decent enough cartoon rear of this vehicle. You have the rear lights painted in, so that's awesome. You don't have that circular spare wheel design that the Volkswagen Beetle itself has. But it has, ironically enough, this section in the middle that's kind of protruding out. I don't know if that's like supposed to be what it looks like in the original G1 toy, because this part would flip out and you would see the actual Bumblebee head there. Maybe it's an homage to that? I don't know. It looks fine, I guess. I would really have to look at both the Netflix version and this one side by side in bot mode to see which one I prefer in bot mode. I'm leaning towards this one though for bot mode, but I still very much love the transformation and the vehicle mode of the Netflix version, so I'm not going to get rid of him. This is an awesome little Bumblebee though, and it still astonishes what we can accomplish nowadays in a main line to get a tiny cartoon bug into a perfectly good Bumblebee. Could the top of the vehicle though be squished down enough to give us a better looking bot mode though? Yes it can. I'm not a designer, but I say yes. I'm guessing. I don't know. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. You get the nice little Autobot symbol popping up now on the hood. That's great. Double Autobot symbols for this guy. He is not hiding who he is. Oh, and the rear wheel is also bigger than the front one. Yeah, that's a total penny racer right there. It's cute. It's cute. I'll give it that. It rolls decently enough. Yeah, it's good. Good stuff. Okay, back to bot mode for this guy. Also, by the way, the transformation was just lovely too. I enjoyed every step of it. With a figure this small, nothing's going to be overly complicated, but sometimes it can still have some parts that can be aggravating. Not so here. And the way that the joints, I think it's the knees or the shins, the way that the legs start rotating to expose the back section of the hood, genius stuff there. Very impressive, especially in a figure this small. There is one tiny little piece of plastic though. This section right over here, not sure if it comes up on camera, but it's the one section of yellow that doesn't really match up with the rest. That's more of a duller yellow right there. And I'm guessing it's probably that softer plastic to allow more give during certain parts of the transformation. Such a minor thing though. Such a minor thing. I appreciate this for what it is. I really do. Okay, back to robot mode for this guy here, and I'm going to try to show this off on camera because you need to see this. Now, as we're going back into bot mode, we're going to pull on the front hood section, and you're going to see this part just kind of rotating in, which then starts to expose the leg sections. And if I just get that all the way rotated, you obviously see what we end up with down here. That's just really satisfying. Very much so. Yeah, this is an awesome little figure. Regardless of how you feel about Netflix version, if you prefer that one or maybe you prefer this one, he's worthy of having him in your collection again. Very nice stuff. It's also very impressive that as far as articulation goes, got the tiniest bit of wrist rotation. Man, I love this little guy. Yeah, he does have a bit of a backpack. There's no longer parts forming, but just the way that the back of the vehicle just kind of sits onto the back. It sticks out a little bit. I remember when classics Transformers were a thing, the designer who did that Bumblebee version, it also had something similar where the back of the vehicle was sitting onto the back of the robot mode, but something the designer said about he envisioned some kind of a hoodie kind of a thing, and the way the big section of the feet that were the front of the vehicle as like big sneakers. And I could totally see that after the designer mentioned it. Yeah, I could totally see it. Something similar could be said about this Studio Series Bumblebee as well. Kind of like a hoodie kind of a thing here in the back. I can dig it. Good stuff. All right, and we'll put this bee right in the front. You know what? Screw it. We'll put them both in the front. They deserve it. Good stuff. 2 awesome Bumblebees today. What else can you ask for? We'll save off the other box and the rest for the other videos. I'm going to be filming these in successive fashion. Maybe we'll have them come out on a weekly basis. We shall see. But I gotta clear out the backlog for the backlog, I really do. I'll also be working on Wild Rider in the background and another special project that's gonna be coming up in Squell, so look forward to that. But as always, thank you for watching. I appreciate you very much. You can always catch me on all the social medias. Links are always down below. And you can support the channel by hitting that like, subscribing, leaving a nice comment. Always appreciate it. It definitely helps. You can also support by becoming a member of this channel and using some awesome emotes too. Or hit up the merch store for some even more awesome stuff. Or if you'd really like to support, hit up patreon.com/Hobbies with Jose. Choose a tier that's right for you. I do upload behind the scenes pictures and videos of my latest projects, so don't miss out. I'm also live on Twitch on weekends, playing the latest games, sometimes not so latest, but they're always fun. Well, not always fun, but I'm there, live. Catch me live. Or if you can't catch me live, I upload them to my second YouTube channel, Hobbies with Jose Gaming. What else? Did I miss anything? Hey, have yourself a great day today, all right? I'll see you real soon. Adios, everyone.